Governor Brown in 2015 paroled Mr. James Schoenfeld. He was convicted of kidnapping 26 kids, juveniles, and burying them alive.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Capitol Insights. Today we're diving into a very intense exchange during a Senate hearing, featuring Senator John Kennedy grilling Judge Cogan about a controversial parole decision. This is a summary of a video titled, "Do you think kidnapping juveniles and burying them alive presents a risk?" Kennedy grills nominee from Forbes Breaking News. Make sure you stick around because things get heated, and if you enjoy these breakdowns, don't forget to hit that button and turn on notifications. Senator John Kennedy starts off by questioning Judge Cogan during a Senate hearing. Kennedy is laser-focused on understanding Cogan's past role working for former California Governor Jerry Brown. Specifically, he asks her about her involvement in advising Brown on parole decisions. Judge Cogan confirms that she worked for Brown, but clarifies her job was to provide background information, not to directly advise him on parole. Now, Kennedy brings up the case that really sparked this intense exchange. He mentions James Schoenfeld, a man who was convicted for kidnapping 26 children and burying them alive in 1976. Schoenfeld was granted parole in 2015, and Kennedy is in disbelief. But here's the thing. Judge Cogan says she doesn't even remember the Schoenfeld case. She left Governor Brown's office in 2015 and doesn't recall the exact time frame of the parole decision. Kennedy flat out asks Cogan if she ever called Governor Brown after this decision and questioned him. Cogan responds calmly, saying she did not contact Brown about the decision. Kennedy then pushes her further. Does she agree with this parole decision? She says she would need to look at the full case file and all the facts before making a judgment. Kennedy asks if there's any circumstance where Governor Brown's decision to parole someone like Schoenfeld could be justified. Cogan doesn't rule it out, saying it's possible depending on the case details.
You talked a lot about, as did you all appropriately, about juveniles in your testimony. Governor Brown in 2015 paroled Mr. James Schoenfeld. He was convicted of kidnapping 26 kids, juveniles, and burying them alive. Were you with Governor Brown then?
I left in 2015, so I'm unsure of the time period in which that occurred.
This happened in 2015.
That name is not familiar to me. What I can say is those decisions
Do
are...
you remember the case?
I do not.
Okay. When it happened, it got a lot of publicity in California. Did you call Judge Brown or Governor Brown and say, "Governor, I love you, but what planet did you just parachute in from? Why have you done this?"
I did not.
Do you agree with this decision?
I would need to look at the file. I don't know the context. I don't know the background, the insight, and the decision that Governor Brown would make is whether the parolee is poses an unreasonable risk to the safety of the community. And
Do you think kidnapping 26 juveniles and burying them alive presents a risk to the community?
I certainly believe that if that individual is convicted of those crimes, which it sounds like he would be a risk to the community.
But you don't have an opinion about whether Governor Brown did the right thing?
Again, Senator, I would have to be able to look at the complete file and all of the considerations required of the governor who ultimately makes the decision.
So he might have done the right thing, in your opinion?
I would want to look at the complete file in order to make an assessment.
All right, Judge.
This moment highlights the main theme of the entire exchange, whether or not you can make judgments on parole decisions without knowing the full story. This entire exchange revolves around one key issue. Can parole decisions, especially involving violent criminals, ever be fully justified without understanding all the facts? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this intense topic. And before you go, don't forget to hit that button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.